Princess, princess, are you awake?
Princess. Why have you not eaten? It is such a waste of food. Do you not know how valuable those resources are? Do you have any idea in your privileged mind? Princess, you can be heartbroken all you want, but I can't marry a starved girl. Besides that, we have a lot of things to get done, and I do not like doing them all by myself. You better get yourself in check quickly. Do not yell at me, princess. I'm not yelling at you either. No, I will not leave the room. I'm growing sick and tired of your attitude very quickly. You've been acting like this for the last week. The wedding is in a week and a half, and there's a lot to get done. You better dry your tears, straighten up your posture, and eat your breakfast. Otherwise I'll have you dragged out of that bed. Don't you think of all the people in this castle, I'd be the one to understand your feelings the most? Life goes on, princess. Put your sorrows aside and help me with the preparations for the wedding. That was not a request. I want to see you in a dining hall in 30 minutes, otherwise I will drag you there myself. It took you 35 minutes, princess. What held you up for so long? Forget it. The seamstress wants to take your measurements today. She also wants to discuss the dress options and possibilities with you. Wipe that look off of your face, I'm already sick of it. Follow me, the seamstress is waiting for you.
Your Majesty, good to see you.
Same to you, Beth. Here I have the princess. She's ready for her dress fitting.
I'm happy to hear that, Your Highness.
I will take my leave now. Please let me know if anything is needed.
Absolutely. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Your Majesty. Hello, Your Highness. I'm Beth, your seamstress. I will be making your dress for the wedding. Could you please take a place on this platform, Your Highness? Excellent. Firstly, I'll start with taking your measurements. While we're doing that, we'll discuss the form and color of your dress. Is that all right with you? Perfect. I will start with your arms. Can you please lift them? All right. What type of dress were you thinking of, Your Majesty? I think that would look absolutely gorgeous on you. How long would you like the sleeves to be? All right. What type of corset would you like for the top of the dress? How would you like the skirt of the dress to look? And how long would you like the train to be? That would look marvelous, Your Highness. I'm sure of it. Would you like lace? Where would you like the lace? Any beading on the dress? I see. You prefer a simple dress? Very well. And now for the color of the dress. Did you have any color in mind? I must be honest, Your Highness. That color doesn't quite match your skin tone very well. It kind of flushes you out. Your Highness. Please, I didn't mean to upset you like that.
What is going on? Why do I hear yelling?
There's nothing, Your Highness. Please,
Can I not leave you anywhere, princess, without you making a commotion? What is going on?
I just said that the color she suggested wouldn't match her skin tone.
Why would you say that to her? Has it occurred to you that this is the national color of her country?
No, Your Highness, it hadn't.
Do you now understand that this is not a matter of what looks good, it's a matter of honor?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Did you tell her that, Princess? That it's the national color of your country? Why not? So instead of explaining it like a normal person, you just start yelling at her. I'm disappointed in you, Princess. Beth, continue what you were doing. Princess, you better behave yourself. I do not want to hear a peep come from this room. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Excellent. Princess, come and find me when you're done.
You haven't given me a say in any of this, but doing that? Too low, even for you. Someone that is supposed to be a king.
Watch how you refer to me. I have given you a say in all of this, but that specifically was something that I knew you wouldn't agree with.
Threatening that girl's family and breaking off the meaningful relationship. Of course not. Why would you not choose the more compassionate and understanding approach? Why do you always pick the violent way?
Because compassionate and understanding don't bear fruit. And they certainly don't win wars. Which, may I remind you, is why we're still here, thriving.
You only ever think about what you think is right. Not about what is generally moral or what is even remotely considered as such.
The kingdom and my family have always come first. After such a long time of grief and loss, this marriage and the union of kingdoms needs to be as solid as can be. Unless you want a repetition of this chaos in a decade or less.
Have you seen her? She's miserable. She doesn't eat or sleep. She always looks like she just stopped crying. How can you possibly think that a successful marriage will be the outcome of anything like this? A marriage that I didn't want to be part of, no less.
She will get over this soon enough. As will you, if you wish to still be my daughter.
You're nothing more than a bitter old man, and a fool at that. That crown would be better found in the wreckage of a battlefield than on such an ignorant man's head behind castle's walls.
Leave. You're starting to sound less like a princess and more like a petulant child with every word you speak.
Absolute fool. Princess, are you there? Were you listening in on this conversation? Be honest with me, Princess, were you? I guess there's no reason to hide it then. We should get ready to leave the castle first, though. I will tell you everything on the way there. Get a cloak and some things to sustain yourself with, like food and water. I'll meet you at the stables in 15 minutes. I didn't want the guards to stop us, so we had to leave suddenly. You'll see where we are headed soon enough, though. Remember your girlfriend, Christiana. It appears that she didn't want to break up with you, but that she was forced to. She was threatened by my father. He didn't approve of your relationship with her. He saw it as an obstacle for our marriage. So he went ahead, threatened her, her family, and her family business if she wouldn't break up with you. He did not discuss this matter with me, as I would not have approved of it. You were happy with her, why would I stand in between that? I understand that pain of losing a loved one. I would not put that on anyone else. My father is just an arrogant fool that thinks his ways are the best ways, which is simply untrue. I do not approve of his methods. He has proven once again that he only thinks about himself. Have you still not figured out where we're going? Really? We're going to Christiana so you can make up with her. I prefer to have a happy and functioning person by my side than a broken mess that you are right now. We'll explain everything to her. She will understand. She better will, at least. I didn't mean anything with that. I just hoped she will understand. It was very clear that she didn't want to let you go. Let's get this journey over with as soon as possible. Hello. Christiana, are you there? Please open the door.
Who's there?
Someone that's very special to you. Please open the door.
I don't know anyone special. Oh. What are you two doing here? Didn't I say?
We're not here without a reason, Christiana.
Enlighten me.
We found out about the threats that my father sent to you to keep you away from the princess. I found this course of action absolutely ridiculous.
What does any of that have to do with why you're here?
The princess has been very upset since you were forced to break up with her. I could tell that it wasn't what your heart desired either, hence why my logical thinking was to bring the princess here, so the air can be cleared between the two of you.
Why would you do that?
Can we please discuss this inside? I do not like to talk on someone's doorstep.
Of course. Come in, please.
Thank you. To come back to your question why I would do this, all of the decisions regarding this situation were made without my knowledge or approval. This includes the decision of us getting married. When the princess told me about you, I saw that you make her genuinely happy. With that, I must add that I will probably never fully love the princess. So, I would prefer to have a happy, functioning person ruling with me instead of a broken one.
So, there would be no problem with the princess and I seeing each other?
No, there won't be. As long as the princess can function as a queen, what happens between the two of you is none of my business.
And your father? I can assume that he doesn't agree with this?
You're correct, he does not. However, once the wedding is over, we get our own piece of land to reign. He will not have any influence once we arrive there. It's our castle and our small country.
You do understand all the threats that your father has made. He was not only threatening me, he also made awful threats towards my family and our farm.
I am well aware of that. I know the severity of his threats. He will never find out about this visit. I will make sure of that.
And how exactly will you do that? Your father doesn't seem to be the person to listen to his daughter.
I know that I hold a reputation of just being the daughter of the king, a helpless princess under the control of her father. However, I have plenty of ways to keep this meeting a secret. Some might require the princess to help me, but I assume that she's more than willing to do that. Further, I have not come here with the princess to create a hostile environment. I've come here to insist on reforming the union of the princess and yourself, Christiana. Though this visit cannot be of a long duration, I hope that the two of you will continue with a better overall feeling. What happens after this is yet to be determined, but I hope that this is the first step to a new beginning. With that said, I will go outside and ready the horse for our journey back. Princess, meet me outside when you're ready.
Is she genuine with this? This is not a trick. She argued with her father? hard to believe. What did you hear? So, she really doesn't want us to break up? That's amazing to hear. I'm so happy to see you again, darling. You don't even know how much it hurt me to see you so upset. I felt awful that I had to break it off with you. But I had to do. I had to do it for my family. He threatened with ruining our crops, ruining our business at the market stand. He even threatened to hurt or detain my family members if I didn't comply. You understand why I did it? Right? I'm so glad you do, darling. We will see each other again soon. Right? Yes. After the wedding. Come and visit me, please. I missed you so much. You should go before anyone gets suspicious back at the castle. I love you too, darling. I always have.
Are you ready, princess? Come and climb on the horse and let's travel back to the castle.